The midterm elections are right around the corner, and tonight we are taking a closer look at the race for San Diego City Council District 8, and the area covers the southernmost part of San Diego County, including along the San Diego-Tijuana border, as well as the area surrounding Barrio Logan and Logan Heights. The seat is currently held by Democratic incumbent Vivian Moreno, who is running for re-election. Democratic candidate and challenger Antonio Martinez is a community representative and a policy advisor for Congressman Juan Vargas, and he is hoping to take over that seat. And he's joining me now live here on the set to talk about District 8. Antonio Martinez, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, thank you for coming. And you are two Democrats going and vying for the same seat. So tell us, what do you bring to the table that is different from Councilmember Moreno?
So I'm a lifelong resident of District 8. And frankly, I feel like many residents do that District 8, and a lot of people don't know District 8 that well because it's literally very different from other council seats because it's geographically separated by two cities. So you have the northern part, and then the southern portion is everything south of Chula Vista. But I feel, like many residents do, that District 8 has been neglected and shortchanged by the city of San Diego.
And you have said in statements before that you feel it also contains the most vulnerable people. What do you mean by that when you talk about that constituency?
Well, we were the hardest hit during the pandemic. In fact, if you look at our zip codes in comparison to other parts of the county, our rate of having COVID, infection rate, was significantly higher. In fact, 92173, my neighborhood in San Isidro, at the highest peak, 1 out of 10 of us had COVID. So I feel not only the most vulnerable, but we need the most work to be done to fix and get our fair share from the city of San Diego.
And as you know, recently the San Diego County Board of Supervisors in City of San Diego declared a public health crisis when it comes to homelessness. So how do you plan to address that in District 8?
Oh, it's a great start. You know, I've had the opportunity during my campaign to walk many doors and knock many houses, and one of the things that discourages me the most is hearing residents say that homeless individuals are using the restroom in front of their homes, and that part of the process of their morning routine of the residents that live there is washing everything down and going to the store, you know, before they go to work. So when I hear that, I'm extraordinarily discouraged as to the progress that's been done. I think the movement of obviously declaring it a public health crisis is a big step forward. But we have to address it, and it's very complex because it's not just chronic homeless. There are families that are living in their car that are transitionally homeless all throughout District 8.
Yeah, it's hard to even get a valid count because of that. I want to talk to you a little bit about the climate action plan as well that the San Diego City Council has planned, because you said you want to take an aggressive approach when it comes to climate. Why is that of particular interest to you in the South Bay, and what do you mean by aggressive? Well,
you know, it's interesting because District 8, even though it's geographically separated, has one of the most polluted neighborhoods in both sides. In Barrio Logan, you have the pollution, and then in San Isidro, you have the pollution because of the border and the idling cars at the border. Obviously, growing up in San Isidro, I know many people who've been affected because of that pollution. I can tell you that there's a lot of good work being done to address it already. So what I mean by aggressive is I want to complement the work that's been done already and ensure that the city of San Diego is essentially complementing that work and making sure we're taking a proactive approach to address it. Because obviously it's a health hazard for a lot of the families that live on both sides of the district.
And you said that you grew up in District 8, and I'm curious how much it has changed over the course of your life and what you see if you are elected as your top priority if you are elected to represent it.
Absolutely. No, so growing up in District 8, when I grew up in the 90s, crime was on the rise. And unfortunately, I'm seeing the same thing now, especially violent crime. Particularly, that's the issue that I want to address. The housing crisis that's affecting the city of San Diego all throughout is an issue I want to address. And also homelessness. I mean, you talk about those individuals who, again, some of them are even in their car, living and sleeping in their car. Some of them even switch around. They stay in their car one night, they sleep in their grandma's garage the next night, and it's a recurring cycle of instability. So I want to make sure we take a proactive approach to address it.
And most of the articles that I've read about you, repeatedly you've said that you feel like that district has been shortchanged by the city council. So how would you approach those other council members and the mayor to change that?
We need resources. We need recurring maintenance for our infrastructure needs. Obviously, you have infrastructure decay all throughout the city of San Diego, but one of the worst streets that I've seen is in District 8. National Avenue, if you walk it right now, I mean, I was knocking doors around there about a couple weeks ago. I can tell you for a fact that it's one of the most unwalkable streets in the city of San Diego. So you have that street, and then the south part of the district, you have San Isidro Boulevard, you have Palm Avenue. We need to take a proactive approach to provide more resources for infrastructure repair and recurring maintenance for our communities in District 8.
All right, well, candidate Antonio Martinez for District 8, we thank you so much for your time and wish you luck on your campaign.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you so much.
And of course, we also invited his opponent, Vivian Moreno, the sitting incumbent on the City Council for District 8, and we have yet to hear back, but of course, we'll continue to extend the invitation. Thank you so much.
Thank you.